I'm so sorry. If they start fucking fighting, I'm going to have to cut it short. So to anyone who comes here, thank you so much. I couldn't really figure out like who should get readings because this is pop-up surprise. This is unplanned. But I just felt called to get into some messages for a few signs. I wanted to be as fair as possible. So I pulled some cards to see, who maybe could use some messages. Not like everybody, I'm sure everybody can use messages, but some very like distinct like cards came out, major arcana, to let me know, to indicate to me who could use a reading right now. And those signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, and Cancer. So I will be pulling cards for all of those signs. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I am happy to do this tarot reading for Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, and Cancer placements. The messages may or may not resonate, but I do appreciate your presence and energy, and I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Also, I have some theta isochronic waves playing, frequency playing alongside this, and it is for like get paid to exist or something like that. So if that's something that you're not really into, just to let you know, to give you a heads up, there is some subconscious programming being applied to this reading, but you should all have a choice of whether you want to be programmed or not. At the end of the day, you are the creator of your own reality. So whatever I have playing will have little bearing unless you're open to it. So yeah. I'm on TikTok if anyone is interested. I don't usually drop that, but I just felt compelled to say, like, the interesting thing to me is that I feel like on TikTok, Taurus and Virgo got really good reads, or really top tier good readings. Scorpio and Cancer was a little bit more, I would say Cancer had the most abrasiveness, the most challenge over on TikTok. Scorpio's okay. So if you're on that app, I would love to connect with you there as well. If you should be interested, it's the same name. Look, as we speak, the unalive card with Scorpio. I was cleaning the deck for you guys, and the 10 of Cups reversed came out, and the 2 of Cups reversed also came out. So like somebody could be like really sad because of a breakup. It was so easily displayed that there's a disconnect or a breakup, or maybe someone moved away or something like that, but a separation amongst two people that love each other, or at least had love for each other at some point. And the connection is no longer. So somebody's really taking that really hard here. Okay. It didn't specify who that was for. I didn't say anybody's sign before I started shuffling. So that could really be for anybody, but I just wanted to point that out. And I feel like you guys are going through some major transformations. Scorpio embodies transformation, so that won't be much of a surprise there. Taurus is the sister sign of Scorpio, the opposite, the counterpart. So I could see, that being an undertone, and Taurus is like incarnation, transformation as well. And it could be due to, anything like letting go. I find like Taurians are really here to learn, letting go, surrendering, things like that. Just because it's fixed earth. So when you claim something or someone, it's yours, right, Taurus? Like, like you're mine, or that's mine. It's like it's like the baby of the zodiac, but not an infant. It's like the baby that is starting to have a concept of possessiveness, you know, like these are my toys, these are my clothes, this is my lunch, right, Taurus? No. You know, you have yours and I have mine. I don't mind sharing. I feel like Taurians are very generous. They don't mind sharing. But that's like the stage in the zodiac we're talking about. You're kind of learning like that things belong to you. So sometimes it can be a bit traumatic depending on where you are when something gets taken away from you, right? Whether it's been taken away by force or taken away because something decided to walk away, or something along those lines of where something that you deemed to be yours is no longer. That could be a big deal, you know, for any fixed sign, but especially Taurus. But yeah, this death card, this could be a theme for everybody, you know, or this unalive card could be a theme for all 4 of the signs that I'm going to read for tonight. You know, we're in that season. We're in this Scorpio season. I almost said season of the witch. So, which gave me like a warm feeling to say. I don't take that negatively, and I hope you don't as well. Some people may not, whatever. But I really feel like when I say something like the season of the witch, I really feel that it is the season of being who you are unapologetically. You know, as long as you're not like infringing upon the rights of others or harming anyone. And I don't mean somebody's perception of harm, like you doing you is hurting me. No, you need to fix yourself. You need to fix your own issues. It's more like, you know, you deliberately harming someone versus someone being triggered by you doing things that are actually really good for you. So I feel like this unalive card is going to be an overall theme for all 4 signs. It's November. It's Scorpio season. It is a transformational time, seasonal wise, weather wise. You know, we're seeing the leaves fall off the trees, etc. You know, we're seeing these changes, temperature changes. People are feeling a bit more cozy. I feel like people may even be more generous. I don't know. You know, I could be off with that, but that's just what I pick up intuitively, like the warmth, if you will. You know, I could see where some people may be more scarce, like, I only have 1 loaf of bread. I can't share. You know, it's getting cold outside. You know, I can see how a scarcity thing could play into that, but I mostly get like a warm sort of feeling here. So yeah, it's like anything that it's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to go down a new path. It's time to remove some things from your refrigerator that have expired or, you know, are wilting or whatever. Maybe you just don't want to eat it any longer and it's just sitting in there and you think you're going to eat it, but you're not going to eat that bacon honey jam. That sounds so good. It sounds delicious, you know, but it's been there since like last November. Like, toss it out. It's fine. Like, wipe your refrigerator down and get it ready for a new grocery haul is what I really feel off of this intuitively. Just making way for what cannot sustain any longer, right? Making way for something new, something sustainable to come and take its place, right? Okay. So we will get into Taurus first, and I will get a Moonology card for Taurus. And thank you, Spirit, for overseeing this active divination for Taurus in their highest good. So we have the falling moon, release blocks. So it totally adds up. It checks out why the unalive card came out, you know, releasing blocks that has, like, I feel like this season has been there's been an energy of stagnancy, maybe because of the water trine, you know, with Neptune and Saturn in Pisces, the sun, moon, and Mercury recently in Scorpio, and Mars in Cancer. You know, it has a lot to do with getting the water flowing again, getting your emotions kind of moving forward again, and releasing anything stagnant, because stagnancy is a breeding ground for like disease, you know, for microbes and et cetera, you know, things of that nature to be able to grow. So we've got to like flush out toxins, flush out stagnant energy, sometimes maybe even flush out people. Okay. You also got Quicksilver moon changes. I'm so excited for you already, Taurus. It's giving so much out with the old and embracing the new, no matter how difficult that may be. Okay. That's a 42. Someone could be 42. It's also a number 6. So you could be a May 6th, a April 26th, a life path number 6. Okay. Or this could be the 6th occurrence for whatever reason, your 6th cycle of whatever you're going through. So we'll get into it. 42, the falling moon. Something about your situation is blocked. There could be some repressed emotions swirling around your current situation that needs to be released. That's literally what came out. Anger in particular could be blocking you now. This is a problem because emotions are like water as you ride along the river of life. Block your emotions and it's as though the river has dried up. So you can no longer cruise or drift or even lurch forward. We'd all like a straight answer to our questions, but sometimes that answer is inside you and you need to release all the rubbish that is blocking that answer from surfacing. This card reminds you to practice self-care and to process your emotions. It's a myth that being strong and silent is healthy. It's healthier to allow yourself to express your emotions, and that may be exactly what you need to do now as a response to your current situation. If you believe that insecurity on your part is currently holding you back from success, this card is a reminder that only you can work on yourself. Additional meanings: be honest about your feelings, take anger management lessons, breath work will help you now, ask someone older than you for advice. Make sure that older person is a good person to listen to, because just because they're older doesn't mean, doesn't mean that they have what you need. So just, use your intuition on that. You've lost your way and need to recalibrate here. Okay. So then we'll get into Quicksilver Moon changes. That's a 108. So that could mean something to you guys. It's also an 18. So someone could be a May 18th. April 28th, I get in May 10th as well. Life path number, fine, I said it. May 9th, life path number 9. Quicksilver Moon. Nothing stays the same forever. If you want change, rejoice. If you're clinging on to a situation that may well have run its course, however, then this card is a gentle suggestion to release your grip. Nothing about your situation is currently firmly fixed. That can be a good thing, so stay open. Keep your eyes peeled for signs as well. In particular, notice the next song you hear. Is there a message in it for you about your question? If you're not happy about your situation, the good news is that change is afoot, so don't give up. What seems stuck now could be far more flexible quite soon. If you're hoping to change the course you're on now, this is a sign that you can, so take action. If the idea of change worries you, try to have a little faith in the universe. Set the intention that whatever happens next is happening for your highest good. The fact that nothing lasts forever is a part of this card's message. Events are moving. Additional meanings: change may be inevitable now. Expect good things. You'll never get your answer. Excuse me, I don't know why I said never. That is so no. You'll get your answer very soon. Ask a wise woman for advice and don't cling to the past. Okay. So I feel like those are very powerful for the energies that we're working with right now. Embrace changes. Know when to let go, even if it feels incredibly uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to let go, so that resistance diminishes. And something can have the physics to come towards you if it's meant to, if it's, going to work for you. Taurus. I'm so proud of you, Taurus. You have really shown so much growth this year. Like you really have tremendously. And the unalive card is still at the bottom of the deck. It is still a part of this reading. It has so much to do with transformation and some sort of metamorphosis occurring in your life. And I'm getting a heavy feeling that like the thing that's hardest for you to do is what's going to bring you the most reward or the most gain here. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Scorpio, or you could have Scorpio placements. But really, it's the energy of this transformation and letting things kind of go through their natural course of decay. And so you have an opportunity to replace, what is no longer standing with something else that has a lot of growth potential here. So we're going to start off with the 10 of cacti reversed, Taurus. So this is like the end of a really hard time for you. It could be happening now. I feel like it'll happen November. Like it'll happen it has the promise or the potential of happening by the time the sun is 10 degrees Sagittarius. I feel like intuitively, you just have to be like open-minded and willing to like go through changes, even if they're uncomfortable. You have to be willing to release like what just doesn't have any more growth in it any longer, anything that is decaying and cannot be resurrected. Like when you are in this place of like letting go of that, then that's when the magic begins to happen. And I find that has a potential to happen very soon. So the 10 of cacti is like, there could be a slight resistance to an ending, but I do see an inevitable ending here. Okay. I feel like something might've been pretty hard for you to deal with, whether it was a breakup and you guys really loved each other, but you just decided it was best to part ways, or whether, you had to attend a funeral. My deepest condolences if that is part of your story here, Taurus, or whatever the case may be. There could have been a lot of resistance to it for a while here. But I do see the only way to go is up. Okay. Especially if the situation was a little bit more on the toxic side or the challenging side. I see, you picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, Taurus, going to get yourself another outfit because you're going to do that, and moving forward with the 9 of succulents, wish fulfillment, an overflowing sense of gratitude, of joy, and for life, just maybe taking a walk in nature, taking a walk in a park, and just kind of like marveling at the trees changing color. Depending on where you live, everybody's trees don't change color, unfortunately. But, that might be something that you are lucky enough to get to witness, is the transformation that autumn brings. And it may bring you to a sense of like really feeling God's love is what I heard, or the love of the universe, or the love that's within you, but it's definitely feeling like a load has been lightened. A burden has been lifted, like something magical happens when you are feeling safe enough or brave enough to let go here, Taurus. Okay. So what we have next here is the 3 of succulents, like beautiful. So things are coming together. You may be getting together with friends, with family. You may be formulating new friendships that make you very happy. Could be your friends could be taking you out. Like if you've been feeling bummed out about having to break up with someone, or, stop talking to someone, etc., like your friends will get together and cheer you up is really what it looks like. And you will have a reminder of like why life is wonderful, like why life is amazing, because you have these relationships with people that want to see you smile. They want to see you happy. They want to see like love and joy overflowing from your heart here, Taurus. Okay. Some of you guys are very special, very gifted. You have some really good people in your life, some great people around you that are really supportive of you. I'm not getting any weird envy or secret hatred or, which I'm so grateful to see that. I see you have some great people in your corner, or what's happening here, Taurus, is that because you're letting go, you're creating space for new relationships to be formulated, whether they're romantic or platonic here, okay? So you have the 8 of flowering plants here, okay? So this is things moving forward. This is the drain getting unplugged, right? Like the stagnancy moving, all of that potential for disease and illness and stagnancy gets washed away, okay? Possibly with some tears, some tears of happiness. Like your friends are like, I'm so proud of you. They're not, and it's not even a bashing about your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, whatever, your boo thing, your situationship, your side piece, whatever it is, it's being celebrated that you are moving on. It's like, we are so proud of you. They're only focusing on the positive, not like, oh, that person was a piece of crap and you deserve better than them, which is true, right? But it's more of like, we're so proud of you. You're doing amazing. You look great. Like, what else can we do to like laugh and have fun? Do we need to go shopping? Do we need to order sushi? Like, do we need to go to the park? Like, let's make this a thing where we're constantly smiling and enjoying life. I love this energy around you, Taurus. But the 8 of flowering plants is things moving forward. It's that water flowing forward again here, okay? And I feel like anything you want to go after is already yours. You can already like feel it tangibly. You can taste it, hold it, smell it, etc., hear it. And because you have freed up space in your life, you can really like resonate with things that you want to do. Maybe things that you've even put on hold or on a back burner due to a relationship that you put on the front burner. Sometimes that's just a thing with everybody. We get all booed up and stuff. We get comfortable and we quit going after our dreams. We quit going towards our goals, unless your partner is like super ambitious and they keep you on your shit. That's one thing. But a lot of us get super cozy and we stop doing the things that really mean something to us. But this is you going back after that here, Taurus. So to conclude this reading, what could possibly happen here due to all of these things? The Wheel of Fortune, my sweet bulls. This is the second time I've gotten emotional over your sign. Like, I was listening to the reading I did for you guys on TikTok, and I just like, my eyes welled up with tears. I was just so happy for you guys. Like, I've like I said, I've been reading for a long, long, long time. So I've seen, the whirlwind of a year that it's been, but to see you guys persevere and do the hard thing and say the hard thing and stand on it and mean it, it's like you're getting rewarded exponentially for it, for really choosing yourself. You can't expect others to choose you if you don't choose yourself. And I feel like you're embodying that right now. But the Wheel of Fortune is like things moving in a incredibly fortunate, favored, blessed way for you. Again, this is the second time I've heard this regarding one of your readings. It's like you're God's favorite. Okay. Like any other sign can take that how they want. It's irrelevant. Like, that's what I heard. That's what I'm sharing with you, because you guys have like obviously done some work. You've done some things that were scary and you trusted, that this was the best decision for you. And according to these cards, there's nothing you could have done better for yourself. Nothing you could have done better than yourself. Then embrace this transformation here, because I can see that it was hard, but you knew it was necessary, and you're getting rewards for that. You're getting rewarded. Things are in divine order. You have a 8, 9, 10 situation occurring here. So, just things getting softer and at a pinnacle, at a peak, and then either ending or beginning again anew here. Probably both. A lot of times beginnings come with endings, but the Wheel of Fortune is just like things really incredibly working in your favor. It's like everything you want, you get to experience like in real time, in real life, and you don't have to wait for it. You don't have to jump through all these hoops. You don't have to like pull teeth for it. It's like, for some of you, this is already happening right now. Like, it's already occurring. All you had to do was let go of that one thing and make room for this incredible, outstanding abundance happening for you, Taurus. So, hooray to you. Like, I'm so grateful that you guys got cards like that, got a reading like that. So we'll move on to Scorpio. Taurus, just one more thing. I would play games where there's money prizes. I would do that at this time in your life. Like you're on to something. And I would do scratch off or Powerball type thing or whatever, all or nothing, pick four, whatever state or country you live in, play the lottery. It's like $2 or something like that. I would definitely do it with the energy around you right now. Okay. Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. Happy birthday. I hope you guys are having a magical time right now. As I said that, you got moon magic transformation. Way to show up in your own section of the reading. I love this for you. It's kind of giving Lilith. I just feel like it's this break free energy. It's like break free to be me, to be myself. I am in resonance with my shadow side and my light side, like not being afraid to embrace who you are. Again, as long as you're not harming anybody and not shining a light on other people's insecurities, but like you're not deliberately harming anyone in fact, you're doing a service to yourself and others by being your authentic self. So transformation, moon magic, we'll get into that. Some of you guys may own some Danes. Some of you guys may, I forget what it's called, but it's like a fire spin. Some of you guys may work with fire, like spinning fire, or maybe you do. Some people can read fortunes through smoke. You could be a smoke reader. Like there's various ways you can do that. It reminds me of the red woman from Game of Thrones. If you've ever seen that series, incredible series. I love that. But, the lady with the red hair, and she had a very, very, very long lifespan. She must have been like 1,000 years old, but she did like beauty spells on herself where she looked 25 or something like that. But she did that. She would do readings with smoke. So, but yeah, there are some Great Danes in this card. And there's, a woman holding fire with both of her hands, giving a sense of balance and creativity and protection with these dogs here. You think anybody's going to approach her funny with them Danes? I don't think so. Like, or with that fire, like she is not the one, like she or he, but we'll get into it. Moon magic. Moon magic. That is a 76. Somebody could be 76 or have graduated in 76 or was born in 76, etc. It's a 13, your number, Scorpio. So somebody could be like November 13th or October 23rd. I'm also getting the number 4. So someone could be a November 4th. Happy birthday again. Somebody could have driven Route 66. I know that's not a 76, but it just clicked and reminded me of that. So 76 here. As we move through life, we can aim high or low. For example, when it comes to your current situation, you can hope for small changes or you can aim for massive transformation that takes everyone involved to the next level. There is magic afoot now, even if you can't yet feel it. You have the power to transform your life. Believe that whatever you're going through right now is what you have to experience to get where you want to go. A romantic situation can get better than ever when you draw this card, but do allow the universe to show you who the romance will be with. It could be with your current partner or someone else. The transformation is possible. If you're asking about abundance, know that transformation is possible in this regard too. Either way, you have to believe in your powers and your ability to shape your life. Once you do that, align with the moon cycles, set intentions at new moon, which is right now, and do release work at full moon, which is on the 15th, and watch your life transform. Okay. So additional meanings. You can do this. Dig deeper. No one knows that better than you, Scorpio. You're learning about your powers. Believe you've got the power. This is a soul test, okay? I feel like that's just incredibly powerful for you guys. I almost feel like it's confirmation for many of you, just as to what is transpiring in your life. And the ball is always in your court. Like, you are the creator. You are the magician. You are the high priestess for some of you. This moon magic transformation card is definitely serving high priestess on a silver platter, honey. Some of you guys like to wear silver, like jewelry. Scorpio. So Queen of Flowering Plants, Scorpio. I feel like bad bitch energy. This is your era. This is your season, of course, because it's your birthday season. But it's like, it's your time to shine. It's going to extend past Scorpio season. This is you really coming into your power. And I like that the flower is red. I don't know what type of flower this is. But it reminded me again of the red woman from Game of Thrones. So that you guys may work with the color red. You may be partial to that color. There could be some powerful symbolism with the color red. I don't know off the top. I know it's I won't get into that, but the color red, you're welcome to look into that and see what that means for you. But this is an energy of just feeling confident and sexy and unstoppable. Like, everything you want in this life, you deserve and you're worthy of. And there shouldn't be anything to hold you back from that. Okay. It's like a fearlessness I'm really getting here. A fearlessness to be who you are. Again, I feel like that's going to be the theme here for everybody. So with the Page of Succulents, I feel like it's a new creative project, like creative mode activated, something you're beginning, but it brings you a lot of joy. Somebody could have given you an idea recently and said, Scorpio, you look damn good in red. Or have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red? Like stop sign red, like a really, candy apple red. I don't think that's red enough, like the reddest of reds. And maybe you did, and maybe you posted, and maybe you got a lot more attention than you anticipated. So you're on this red journey, or you're on this journey of newness because you were either inspired in some way, or the universe gifted you with information through another person and you went with that. So now you're starting to see some growth, or that's the advice here is your confidence will attract opportunities and experiences that have unlimited growth potential. And they will also be emotionally fulfilling here to you. I feel like somebody in the background has a crush on you too. I don't know if they've come forward and said anything. You may be intimidating to them because you look so fucking good, Scorpio. You look delectable, honey. Like they want to drizzle some things on you. Okay. They want you to be the pastry here. They may or may not have said anything. I feel like somebody may have did something, but they didn't come right out and say who's going to walk up to her and be like, can I get your number? You might want to be a little bit slicker about that, go about it in a different way or whatever, because this is just someone who commands respect, right? This is someone who's very confident and authoritative. So you don't want to just slide in their DMs like everybody else. You don't want to be basic, you want to come with something kind of demure or sweet, or cute or something like that. That's going to be different than the way the average person may approach them. Something new, refreshing. That could be the way somebody's, maybe someone brought you breakfast or something, from work, or got coffee for you, your favorite coffee, not just any coffee, but they know exactly how you take your coffee and they showed up with it, or something just a small gesture. And it's indirect. It's like, I like you that much. I know exactly how you take your coffee, what size you always order. I know what breakfast tacos you like, or whatever croissants, etc. And it's just kind of showing you that they pay attention, which I know goes a long way with you. That's so much deeper than the surface level. Can I get your number? Let me slide in your DMs. It's like, let me do something that shows Scorpio that I be paying attention to them. It could be something like that happening. So you have the Two of Potted Trees reversed. I feel like a lot of you are really activating your wild side with this. It has to do with like not sticking to your schedule. Doesn't mean you're not going to get those things done on your to-do list. It just means you're going to do them in the way that you want to do them. And you're not going to beat yourself up for not having a task done by 8 a.m. You know, you're okay if it gets done at 9 or 10 a.m. That's fine as long as it gets done. It's just it's so wild and free, this energy. It's not so, some of you guys may have Virgo placements and are very committed to a schedule, committed to a routine. You do not, you do not hit snooze, or you do not miss your 8 a.m. walk, or whatever the case may be. Like, you are on your shit. But this is like, you can still be on your shit, but it doesn't have to be so strict. You are the boss. You are the lawmaker here, Scorpio. So, you're the one writing the rules, so you can break them as you choose, because you are the one in control here, is what I pick up off of this 2 of potted trees, which is, it shows a to-do list, but it's upside down. It's like, I can still get my stuff done, but it doesn't have to be at a specific time, unless, of course, maybe I have people coming into town to visit, or, I got dinner plans. So I kind of everything needs to have a time slot, but everything doesn't always have to have a time slot. And then you're less likely to like beat yourself up if you don't get something done at that exact time. So it's just giving this really free, liberated energy that's open to receive, no matter how hot, fine, sexy, unapproachable you're coming off. You're only coming off. It's only unapproachable because you look that good. Your energy is that potent. It's like, what if they say, no, I'm not ready for that? Like, it's like something like that, but not because you're not warm or friendly or anything like that. It's just that, you're coming through like the Queen of Wands, like you are hot. Okay. So now we have the Chariot. So there could be a Cancer involved in your situation. You guys could have Cancerian placements, or this is to do with maybe your car needs some maintenance here. Or even your physical body could use a little bit of maintenance. This could be a time where you give this Page of Succulents energy to yourself. You may take yourself out to dinner, or it could be so tiny, Scorpio, but it's really tremendous act of self-love. Like, if you are feminine, you could order some nail polish and do your nails like at home or something like that. Or if you're a little bit more bouge, you go to get your nails done. For my masculines, maybe you try a new cologne or whatever. Maybe you get the pedicure and you're not like worried about, oh, that's a masculine getting a pedicure. Like, first of all, mind yours, unless you want to pay for this. Okay. Second of all, there is no gender exclusion when it comes to maintenance. Like, anybody can take care of themselves publicly or privately. It doesn't mean you're going to get nail polish, although if you want to, baby, please do that. Okay. But it could be like, just getting them trimmed and, getting the dead skin, removed from your feet or your cuticles or whatever. You're just taking care of yourself. It could be something like that. And it also, like, the massage part may feel good and relaxing, especially after you've had a little bit of a tumultuous time as well. So this could feel really good to like not be on your own ass so hard, because life has been on your ass for at least the past decade, maybe 15 years here, Scorpio. So this is you like giving yourself a break, owning your shit, owning your sexiness, owning your power, not really regarding whether anyone likes it or not, because it's none of their business, and taking a little bit more care of yourself, like what it is you need, especially on a physical level with this Chariot reverse. I also feel like there could be someone in your life that like dropped the ball with you, and you're not going to be continuing down with them any longer. That's for some of you. I just feel like either someone had too much on their plate and they didn't really make enough time for you. So it's like, well, it's no hard feelings. We can just not, or something along those lines where maybe somebody was doing a little bit too much. So you had to put something on hold or put a stop to it here. But this Chariot energy here is really giving service or maintenance to your vehicle or to your body here, like you doing some extra things. Like I said, it could be like taking a night to get a blanket, get some tea, watch a movie, maybe one of those horror films that you love so much, Scorpio, or one of those, you guys also like those murder documentaries, the murder mystery type situations. You guys really like to know the psychology of the mind and why people behave the way they do. You guys are so deep into that. So it could be like you guys are watching like Dahmer and all of these people that have done atrocious things. You want to know why, like their mind works that way. You're intrigued by that. So you may take a night to have a date with yourself. Some of you may invite a little water sign, baby, over a little booth thing or whatever. Like, hey, you want to come chill? It could be platonic. It doesn't have to be cutesy or whatever, but that could be a thing for you guys. Like, I was just going to watch, some documentaries. If you want to come over, I'm going to make some hot chocolate or whatever, whatever it is you like. And they accept, or you do it yourself. You do this. This is something you do for yourself. Maybe you take a bubble bath and you light a candle and you listen to some calming theta waves or something like that, some desired reality, subliminals, and you start to really envision this life that has a lot to do with you standing in this authoritative, sexy ass power, right? And then, you get out of the tub and you use this fancy lotion that's been sitting in the cabinet since last Christmas or your last birthday that somebody got you and you just never opened it. Now you're opening it and it smells amazing. Like, wow, I can't believe it's been sitting in the jar this long. And you put it all on you and, just make yourself all soft and fresh and everything. You like, you might even do a little turn in the mirror, Scorpio. And be like, oh, my mama, oh, my soul, I look good. Ooh, I look good. And I'm happy for that. I'm grateful for that. I hope every last one of you are in that energy. Okay. And you're like, child, let me get to this movie. When you go into your living room and get your cozy blanket and your tea or your hot cocoa or honey, your glass of wine if you want. And, your little snacks, your popcorn or your nachos, whatever. And you sit there and you watch the stuff you love to watch the most. It is so small, right? But it's so great. It's showing how much you love yourself, and then when you do stuff like that for yourself, people want to pull up and do stuff like that for you too. Like, I want us as a collective to understand people can only meet us where we are. So however you're treating yourself is the way that others will treat you. And if they can't live up to that, then you'll remove them, because it's like, why would I accept anything less than I'm giving myself here? So I love that for you, Scorpio, so very much, especially during your birthday season. I'm getting like a mellow sort of birthday season this year. I'm sure some of y'all are turning up, but a lot of you are like, there's some wisdom, I feel like, that comes with this birthday. There's some wisdom that many of you have gained through a lot of the hardships that you've endured starting very early. And I feel like you're celebrating that wisdom. You're celebrating how far you've come on your journey. And again, like, so what? If you turn up, we see you on Insta, on TikTok, twerking. I'm not mad about that at all. I am not mad about that at all. But I just feel like this is a birthday of like really loving yourself and being proud of yourself and grateful for all the things you overcame and the fact that you are here today celebrating another birthday. So you have another card here, the Page of Potted Trees, the Page of Pentacles. So this is telling me that what you are, there's so many trans words: transpire, transcend, transform, transmute. They all hit me at once. This transformation taking place, or even this transition, because for some of you, this is kind of normal or effortless. Like, it's not that huge of a deal. You're just really kind of sliding into the energy you knew was always yours. I feel like you start to get offers, okay? Like physical offers, like money, like, I would like to pay you for this, Scorpio. I would like to pay for your knowledge. I would like to pay for that art piece you painted. I would like to pay for the song you just dropped. I would like to pay for something like that. The merchandise you have for sale, I would like to pay you, or I would like to study you. I would like to get more information from you. For others of you, it's a dating situation. Like, somebody wants to date you, but they're a little scared. They just, it's a rejection fear. Like, what if they say no? Like, everyone must be asking them already, is the way that this person is thinking, so that's what has them kind of like scared to approach you. So they're doing it in subtle ways, but it's the beginning stages of, I feel like it could even be two people that feel this way. They both really like you and they both want to initiate something, but they want to do it in a way that's different in the way that you're used to, or that everybody else does it. But this Page of Potted Trees is also indicating to me that this newfound love that you have for yourself and the fact that you're applying it in a practical way is turning into monetary gains. Okay. Again, it could come in the form of, I want to pay you to work for my company, or I want to pay for the knowledge you have, or whatever, you know. Could be a photographer and you have a certain look that they want and they'll pay you for the pictures. It's usually the other way around, right? But somebody could be like, I love your look, you know, let's do this. I'm seeing rope. Maybe somebody's into, I don't know if it's called suspension, or you ever see the people that are suspended by these really neat, like knots, you know, there's all these ropes and stuff around their body. And I don't know if it's like a BDSM situation or something like that. They're really neat. It's really cool to look at, but it's something like that. Like somebody may want to tie you up to photograph you, not to harm you, but just because they like your look and they like your energy more than your look. It's so far past your look. But I do feel like initiation of things with this Page of Potted Trees, Scorpio, you know, somebody wanting to start something new with you that has exponential growth potential, because it is coming in as a Page of Potted Trees. Some of you may be disconnecting from a Cancerian or somebody with Cancer placements for various reasons. You know, you're disconnecting from this person and other people are immediately stepping in, you know, whether they even knew this person existed or not. You might not be so public about who you're dating, who you're with, you know, who you're married to, whatever. So people may be like, oh, I want Scorpio so bad and I don't want to fuck it up, you know, especially since you have removed a specific person from your energy field. Somebody here, more than one person, wants to step in and they want to be lovey-dovey with you. Somebody also wants a serious commitment. They could both want a serious commitment. I feel like somebody is smitten by you, the way you talk, the way you look, the way that you're fearlessly yourself. Like somebody is like, has puppy eyes, you know, teenage, what do you call it? I forgot what it's called, like honeymoon phase eyes, if you will, something like that. And then somebody is approaching the situation in a more practical way, if you will. I don't even know what that means, but that's what I'm getting off of this Page of Potted Trees. But definitely new beginnings, definitely new offers, new opportunities to embrace who you really are. Eliminate anything that isn't going anywhere any longer, Scorpio. You know, no matter how difficult, it's all about your transformation, right? This may be the ultimate birthday gift, is letting somebody go, right? But don't think you're going to be alone or lonely, because you're not. There's already people waiting for their chance to get up in there, okay? Not just get up in there like that, but I mean, get in your energy is what I mean. So way to go, guys. Happy birthday. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm loving this. I see why Spirit called upon you guys to get these reads. Virgo, Virgie. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate you guys so much. My Virgos, y'all been getting great readings on my TikTok. Y'all have been getting amazing readings. What's going on with Virgo? Of course, it's specific. Oh, there we go. I was just about to complain that the card wasn't coming out. So cold moon, face your fears. Okay. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, you know. Cold moon. It's a 28. That number could mean something to you guys. That's also a 10. So somebody could be like a August 28th. Somebody could be a September 10th, a September 1st, a life path number 1 as well. Right now, you're being asked to face a fear. You may feel alone, but you're not. You have a team of celestial beings loving you and guiding you. However, at the moment, it may be that you need to stand on your own 2 feet more and face whatever fear is stopping you from moving forward. You need to do things on your own right now because you're in a period of soul growth. Whatever is challenging you now is something you need in order to evolve. However hard that may be to believe. be super kind to yourself and know that you're still connected to the three-dimensional you who knows that everything now is happening for your highest good. Or maybe that's the advice here, Virgo, is to really like understand that everything is happening for your highest good here. So know this, the more we resist a lesson, the harder life has to work to show us what we're meant to see. Whatever you're going through now is a lesson. If you can push through fear now, you'll come out the other side a changed person. The whole universe is on your side, okay? So additional meanings, a health matter can improve. Rebalance your chakras. Find someone you can trust to share your situation with. Be kinder to yourself and others. Stop being stubborn, okay? And that can be for you or someone around you. All right, let's get into it. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. The Emperor reversed. There could be an Aries influencing your situation. You guys could have Aries placements. This could be a way that you're feeling. This could be someone around you. It feels really heavy. Like it feels like some pretty bad negativity around you. Somebody could be like against people because of the color of their skin or because of their gender or because of their orientation, you know, or their political views. It's giving very bigoted energy that could be around. It could be someone's father here, Virgo. You know, there could be something going on with your father, you know, whether they are physically present or not, that is coming up for you right now. Maybe they were tyrannical in temperament, and that could be why you've been in a state of fear for a long time, or maybe you felt like things were out of your control, you know, or like things were happening to you and not for you, or things are just not clean enough, they're not organized enough, they're not perfect enough. This could be due to this reversed Emperor energy. For somebody, it could be your husband. For some of you, it could be you. Maybe you are in this Emperor reverse energy and you feel like life is completely out of control here, okay? But I feel like that's what's affecting the situation. Maybe this person is so scary that they have you in a state of fear, and it's something that you need to face safely, of course. I'm not asking you to go confront somebody that is known for physically harming people, okay, or harming people in any way. You know, definitely be strategic about how you face your fears, especially when your safety is concerned. But that could be, you know, an individual that you're dealing with, an energy that you're dealing with, or an energy that you are recognizing about yourself that maybe you don't like or you don't resonate with. Okay. But I am getting, you know, somebody's parental figure, masculine parental figure. Doesn't have to be a parental figure. It could just be a masculine energy around it all. It's just they're out of control, or they have been out of control. And it's just something that you have to face honestly here. I mean, I'm sure you have internally, but it's time to like do it, take it a step further here. You can't just avoid it, Virgo, or there's like a risk of somebody crashing out. Your first card here is the Ace of Potted Trees reversed. This always gives me like a no. No is a complete sentence. I decline your offer. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. Thank you. Something like that. It's something about saying no or denying or declining, especially when somebody is a fucking bully. Okay. Even if you love them, right? Even if you love them, their bullying ways have got to be stopped, Virgo. Okay. It will make you really happy here with the 4 of potted flowering plants. The 4 of flowering plants is an energy of you, some denial, some boundary setting starts to put you back into a state of happiness. Okay. I'm picking up some spring cleaning energy, which I know is like, that's typical of Virgo, like whatever. But it's something to do with maybe, I know a lot of you like to garden, so it could be like pruning, I think is the correct term, back any weeds or anything that is not helping the garden to thrive. So this could be your actual garden, or this could be a metaphor for your life. Like it's time to cut back any weeds here, or pull up any weeds and remove them so you can thrive here, Virgo. The same way you would do with those in your life. You de-weed people. Like you de-weed people and get them right. At least you try your best. You know, I feel like to you, you're really trying to serve, right? So this energy needs to be applied to you in a non-critical way. You don't need any more of this shit. You need more of this. You need more Ace of Succulents and less Emperor reversed. You know, just because that person was militant over you, you know, it doesn't have to, you don't have to do that to yourself. No matter what the freak they told you, you know, no matter what they threatened you with, like, even though for some of you, it could have been very severe. You're obviously still kind of dealing with that today. Maybe every time you built something, they would come and tear it down, or they would criticize it, you know, and maybe that prevented you from building anything else. But you're an excellent builder is the tragedy, is that you were here to like build something beautiful, something sustainable, something that would not only like be beautiful to you, but others would appreciate it as well. So that's what I feel like you're being called on to face your fears over, is like tyrannical energies in your life or controlling energies in your life that maybe they said to you that they love you, Virgo, you know, or maybe you're related to them biologically, so you feel an obligation to love them, even though they were harming you, or maybe you thought it was normal. Well, everybody else is getting their ass whooped. You know, everybody else is getting cussed out. Why is this abuse? You know, they could have been like that, but the repercussions of this person have been lingering or echoing throughout the course of your life. And it's really time for you to like pull up those weeds from your garden, because you have a right to thrive, just like everybody else, just like all the people that you try to help thrive, Virgo. Okay. So around you is the Three of Potted Trees reversed, like not a lot of cooperation. You've got 4 Pentacles here reversed. So I feel like it's just time to let go of something. Like it's time to let go of anything you think you're obligated to, because it's a fucking family member, because it's your dad or your husband, you know, or your wife who wears the pants. And this is not a gender war. It's not, but it's about balance, you know, like sometimes I'll lead, sometimes you lead, or whatever, you know, or it's not, you're not my manager. You're not my manager, you know, like you are my husband, you are my wife, you are my cousin, you are my father. Like I don't need your management right now. Like I need an Ace of Cups. I need a hug. I need to work in peace in my garden without you coming and criticizing it. Okay. And there's a need for you to kind of release anything that they instilled in you. Like to me, this reminds me of pulling up those weeds, of digging up anything that is messing with how beautiful, you know, your garden has the potential to be. It's like getting it up and getting it out. Okay. For some of you, this could just be some emotional stuff that's been in your subconscious for a very long time and created this paradigm for you. Somebody takes prescription medication because of the trauma that they've been through, which I know is general to say, but I see someone who is in therapy, who's trying their best, you know, is a hardworking individual who tries to show up for themselves in the best way they can. But it's like these weeds end up contaminating the garden. Sometimes it's the people you try to help, Virgo, that end up causing more like damage than you're even able to repair within them. Then their damage starts to like trickle over to you. So you're at a place in life where some things need to be eliminated from your energy. People need limited access to you, to your generosity, to the stuff that you create. Like the Virgo that I'm speaking to is a creator, creates beautiful things. Okay. A sculpture garden, for some reason, I just heard somebody may be a sculptor, or again, you know, you work with flowers or something like that, but you're some form of a sculptor, like you make beautiful things abundantly. And there may be something even preventing you from like sharing that, you know, and it could be this person, this emperor energy It's telling you weren't good enough, or it was never going to be anything, Virgo, it was always going to be something. I feel like once you're able to dig this up and replace the soil and put new seeds in there, you will start to experience this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Succulents for yourself here. Okay. But I feel like energies around you. The more you thrive, this is sorry as fuck, but it's necessary for your understanding. The more you thrive, right? The more motherfuckers want to come contaminate that. It's over my head. I don't get it. I don't get, like you would think, but sometimes, Virgo, when you shine, you're at your greatest peak, people feel inadequate. They feel like I'm not doing enough. I suck. I haven't started my channel. I haven't, I don't dance. I don't plant. I don't sculpt. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, they start calling out the inadequacies within themselves. And so it's like, let me go shit on Virgo. Virgo is incredible. They are a walking flower garden in and of themselves. Let me go throw some weeds up in that shit. That's what it looks like you have around you right now. But they tell you, I love you, Virgo. I've always been in your corner, Virgo. Like, I always knew you could do it. I knew you were going to hit, 50K. I knew you were going to hit 1 million. I knew your business was going to get off like acting like they always supported you. But what they were always doing was throwing shade, disguised as, I fuck with you, Virgo. I fuck with you tough. Because some of it's family, or people that are fake, supporters or whatever. And maybe you've helped them so much along the way, it makes you a little intimidated to just give them up or let them go. And again, you're like biologically related to some of these people. So it's hard for you to just let them go, or maybe you invested so much in their asses. Like, I'm not, it's cheaper to keep her, Virgo, something like that. But I just feel like the more you shine, the less cooperation you get from certain people, which is bittersweet. Cause like on one hand, like, damn, you're not going to support me. I busted my ass for that one take. I literally like almost broke my ankle to get one take, and you are hating on me, and then on the other hand, it's like, well, I'm glad I know you're hating on me. It's getting less subtle and more blatant. It's like, I'm glad I know that. I'm glad I know I can't deny you're moving funny anymore. Even though you try to act like you like me, love me, support me, you have my highest interest or whatever, but you low key be making me want to doubt myself. And you're showing me why I need to surrender this. I need to give this up. I've been hanging on to it for too long, out of obligation or whatever. But it's like weeds in your garden here. And the more you do for yourself, the more you show up for yourself, the more people are going to show their ass, Virgo. Okay. So, and I sense they already are. Okay. So you have a good bit of coin here, a good bit of coin. That's another thing Spirit wants you to know. I just got flooded with a whole bunch of voices, but it's like, create space, get ready for these coins to come in. Create the space. Get ready for the coin. Or at least people, which I think you guys are going to be a lot more discerning about the company you keep. After these people show a whole display of haterism, you guys are going to be way more careful about who you allow in your environment. Because you work too hard. You work way too hard for somebody to come and like low key hate. Like, go hang out with a group of other haters. Like, leave me alone. I'm literally on my shit here. Like, I am devoted to making this incredible garden. There's no way I'm gonna let you contaminate that. So so make room for the coin, make room for the tangible. So with the four of this looks like the 4 of potted trees, or the 4 of pentacles. So like, look, you got 4 pentacles twice. So, but this 4 of pentacles is like holding on. I feel like the more you try to release, the more people want to cling on, really. You'll also know, Virgo, with new energies that come in, especially with this Ace of Potted Trees reversed. If new people come in or try to get into your environment, you will know if they are coming with something solid or if they're coming to take notes or siphon energy or, take something from you. I keep seeing destiny swap all over the internet, which I feel like you have to allow that. I'm really big on that. Like, you have to grant people permission to do shit like that. Like, especially if you stay protected, like that's just not, ain't nobody going to destiny swap a motherfucking thing here. But this four potted trees, Virgo, is I find the more you customize this garden and start distancing yourself from these weeds, the more they will try to cling on. Like, oh, Virgo, you don't call me as much anymore. You're not answering my texts, like, yeah, bitch, I'm making a garden. The one you said was ugly? Like, the one you said no one would buy my flowers, like nobody would buy my strawberries, like that garden, I'm literally, I don't have time to text drama with you. You're not doing anything with your life. And I was all right with that for a little while. But the fact that you're shitting on me about what I'm doing for mine, I don't want to live like this anymore. And there could be some guilt on that, Virgo, So be just the heads up about people using your practical dependability against you. Like, I can't believe you're going to leave me, Virgo. Like, I can't believe you're going to distance yourself from me. Like, it's me. Like, I'm your cousin. I'm your bestie. I'm your sister. I'm your father, and it's like, you're also a weed. You're also a fucking weed that's related to me. Like, some of y'all might say that because you know how y'all get. Like, you don't know how y'all get in the tongue. Some of y'all might be like, you're a weed in my garden. You need to de-weed yourself. I'm not de-weeding you any longer. I haven't even made any progress. And it's been 15 years, like for some of y'all, but it's like, to me, it's like, not start completely over, but do what's necessary for the garden to thrive without the energies of others contaminating it. If that means you need to change the soil, or if you need to rotate, I think that's a thing where you rotate the crop or whatever. So in such a way where the roots don't start to jumble with each other. I'm not like a plant person at this time. I definitely plan to be, but I feel like that's a thing where you switch crop rotation or something like that. Customize your garden, Virgo. Continue to build, continue to work on yourself, continue to develop the perfect fucking beauty that you embody. Okay. Like, I can hear you guys hearing voices in your head of self-doubt, of no's and maybes or you shouldn'ts or things like that, right? Those aren't yours. Those are other people who don't want you to reach the pinnacle of success that you're worthy of here, okay? This is big for you. I feel like people have been taking advantage of you because they're related to you. Because all of 2024, at least, is what I've seen, is people like banking on the fact that you are biologically related to them, or you have a very long history with them, that you will always be dependable for them because you have shown them that dependability. So they haven't been made a believer yet that Virgo too can do what's best for Virgo. So we have the Hangman reverse. There could be a Pisces influencing your situation. You guys could have Pisces placements. This is your opposite, your counterpart here. But it is definitely, there could be some resistance still, Virgo, that you may have to just work through in your own time. You're never going to be rushed here. The sooner you de-weed, the sooner these new plants can grow. They'll keep that in mind. But the Hangman is showing me a little bit of resistance to surrendering, especially in conjunction with the 4 potted trees. This could be you just kind of delaying releasing anything that is contaminating your garden, or this could be someone else's resistance to you pulling away. Like, it's just a lot of shit around this gorgeous garden is what I see. Like, a lot of crap around someone who's genuinely trying to be happy, healthy, and thrive. You may have the boo-hooers like, oh, poor me. I'm not doing that. I don't have a garden. I don't know how to garden. I don't know how to buy soil. I don't know anything about seeds. Like, go use Google, go to a library, they have garden magazines in the grocery store on your way out. Like there's no excuse, but shitting on me for my garden has got to stop, right? But there is a little bit of resistance here with the Hangman and the Four of Potted Trees. It's like still holding on. It's still holding on to something that definitely needs to be seen from a new perspective. Again, because I feel like you've already seen it, Virgo. And released, surrendered, let go. It's very cerebral. You guys are like going back and forth with yourselves so much. Well, what if they can't make it without me? What if they wither away and get unalived because I'm not here to micromanage their lives? Like Virgo, y'all are so funny like that. Like, I think they're going to be okay, Virgo. Even if it's your kid, a lot of you that are parents, your kids have been the worst ones. They've been the worst ones. They've been playing you guys like fiddles. They've been balls deep in their addiction, not even addressed it, and been funding it with your money. That's how a lot of the readings have gone throughout this year for you guys. For others of you, it's fake ass friends or whatever. Could be parents that were unnecessarily critical on you that you stand here today. It's extremely critical on yourself. Sometimes others as well. But this is like this is a resistance to like surrendering and letting go of either a mindset or a person that is out of control. They really are. I see a lot of crap around something that should be thriving here. Okay. I really wish I had something more positive to deliver to you, but like I said, it's bittersweet because at least I feel like you guys already knew, but it's like, I'd rather see you coming than think that you're on my team and be like surprised later on. I guess that's why they say keep your enemies close, so you can keep them within arm's reach or whatever. A teeny tiny amount of you could be willing to take yourself off of a place of feeling stuck. It's a smaller amount, to be honest with you, just because of this Four of Potted Trees and this Hangman is reversed. And then this Ace of Potted Trees is here reversed as well. So service to yourself. I keep hearing that. Service to yourself. Service to yourself. What is your love language, Virgo? Let me know in the comments if you want. Like, what is your love language? And how would you like to see it show up in your life? Like, how would you like for the people in your life to speak your love language? What would that look like and feel like to you? And what ways are you prepared to give that to yourself here? So, never any judgment. I feel like you do have a lot of love for somebody and it's hard to let them go. There's a lot you have to gain by, making yourself a lot more scarce, a lot less available, some Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups type stuff that's like buried behind, excuse me, but some asshole, somebody, that wants to kind of control the garden here while you're doing all the work. But Virgo, yeah, that's what I have for you. I feel like, damn, I want to retch around and get we'll just save that for next time. That's what we'll do. I do have my Spirit Oracle within reach. I'll at least get you a card from that deck. I appreciate y'all being here so much. Anything else for Virgo? Okay. So you have Kuan Yin and Aura of Love. Kuan Yin's energy always reminds me of Virgo energy. Enjoy the journey of life. Be not afraid of its mysteries. Take a chance and follow your heart. You are guided and protected by Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, compassion, and transformation. That's been the key word for everybody so far. If you have been wavering about proceeding with something that is dear to you, then this is your confirmation to just do it, okay? You also have Aura of Love. The union of light and dark, earth and sky, balancer of anima and animus, the merger of two souls. Acknowledge the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, both yin and yang, to create a perfect balance. I feel like the balance is being created within you by having love and compassion and a bit of fearlessness about a transformation trying to take place in your life here, Virgo. Some of you, a love experience will deepen as a result of you getting reconnected with yourself and doing some of the things that terrify you. They terrify you to your core. And that terror could come in the form of like, I don't know how to cut that person off. Or I will feel bad if something happened to them if, I told them to fuck off, But those are your messages, my sweet Virgos. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go on to Cancer. Cancer. I'm seeing somebody with their hands in their pockets whistling, like not being so cautious or observant of everything going on around, just like having a moment of being present. Somebody may really like to whistle. Cancer. Okay. Okay, we have Moonlight Serenade. Change your tune. You guys could be working with the color green. That's a heart chakra color. It's a prosperity color. It represents growth. Sometimes it can represent envy, but I just really feel like it has more to do with like growth. And what are you spraying?
I don't say.
I would like you to put that up, please. Thank you. Change your tune. Let's get into it.
Do you want me to be quiet for you?
That would be helpful just for now, just until I can get Cancer's reading done, and then me and you can hang out. Thank you.
And then we can eat some food and then we go sleep.
Okay.
We can make food and it's really much movie.
Okay, that sounds great.
And then we can go to sleep.
That sounds great.
That's if we slow music on.
I love that idea. So Cancer, you got Moonlight Serenade. It's a number 70. So that number could mean something to you. It's also a number 7. So lucky number 7. You guys could be July 7th. You could be a June 27th or a life path number 7. Okay. You may need to change your tune. Have you been harping on and on about the same old thing? Is it time for you to change things up? Maybe you've been a little too frantic and it's time to slow things down. Stop and hear music and hear the music of the spheres, the planets. Could it be that you need to change your mind? Have a change of heart? Update your opinion? Is it time to choose love over fear? It's so easy to get stuck in particular ways of communicating. Maybe the person you need to get through to now will respond in a way that's more to your liking if you sing a different song. In other words, try a new tactic. Have you been obsessing? If so, stop. And remember, as Dr. Wayne Dyer taught, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Make sure you're not being stubborn. Holding your ground sounds good, but there's nothing wrong with admitting when a new tactic is called for, and one may well be called for now. Additional meanings. Look at your question from a new perspective. Don't be afraid to admit if you were wrong. Allow someone else to take the lead. Cancer's is like, Cancer. I can just hear all the Cancerians like, fuck that. No. Allow someone else to take the lead. Focus on the good things in life. Relax a little. Take it down a notch. Okay. So that could be you or someone around you, but we're really trying to make this about you as much as possible. And we'll get into your tarot with the Houseplant Tarot, Cancer. That change your tune energy could also be something as simple. I say it's simple, but it may not be simple to you, Cancer. It's just to remain present and come out of the past, come out of the future even. Thank you, Spirit. Cancer. And if you guys are thinking about subscribing, I would love to have you. And thank you for liking and commenting. I appreciate you so much. You guys can hit the notification bell and know whenever I upload. I'd love to have you a part of this magical community.
Love you, Mommy.
I love you too, sweetie.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. I like your shirt too. But I'll be with you in just a few, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Cancer, you got a few more cards than everybody else. The Three of Flowering Plants, or the Three of Wands, is at the bottom of the deck. So something could be important about the number 3 for you. Maybe you're July 3rd or life path number 3 or something. But this is like some sort of disappointment, something you consider to be disappointing. Maybe it was disappointing a long time ago. Maybe it's recently disappointing, or maybe you're expecting something to disappoint you in the future. So I find that that's why this Change Your Tune card would be here, especially if you're anticipating something to be a letdown here, okay? The first card out is the Strength card. So this is Leo energy. You guys could have Leo placements. There could be a Leo influencing your situation, or this is telling me to, it's like open. I'm seeing someone open the chest. So maybe someone does yoga or is thinking about doing yoga, but maybe you think the yoga will be a letdown or be goofy or something like that. But it just reminds, just see someone opening up. Like strength is about kind of like having inner strength and holding back. But when it comes in reversed, it can be about like letting go. I feel like it's like let go of negative expectations unless you want to experience them, because this is your world. You are the master. You are the creator here, Cancer. So but just be prepared, to resonate with what you are fixated on. So if you're expecting disappointment, then that's what you have to be shown evidence of that being true, right? So, and then behind that is the Sun. So someone definitely has Leo in their chart or influencing the situation. But I feel like there's more for you to be conscious of than just expecting the worst here, okay? Maybe, it could be because someone's been showing you the worst, or maybe you're expecting the worst so much that that's all, your reality has to be shown as truth to you, okay? So, the Strength reverse is just about like, I feel like open the chest or open the heart space or let something out, let something go that maybe you've been like holding back for a while. Maybe you need to like have a conversation with someone, Cancer, about maybe not being able to express yourself, or the way that you see situation with them is disappointing, or maybe you feel like weak about something not working out, like it has you feeling weak or something like that. Or there could be a fear of you being seen as weak if something doesn't work out. So this is your calling to change your tune here. The Emperor, Aries energy. You guys could have Aries. Hey, we got a comment. Stan, Louise. Udemy course on Udemy where you can cover how to interpret each card. That could expand your fan base and be a stream of passive income. You just got my vote. I don't give a damn about Trump or Kamala anymore. No. Sorry, but no, I didn't even know that existed. Udemy? Wow, I did not know that was a thing. Thank you, Stan Louise. Thank you so much for sharing that information. I appreciate you tremendously for that. I think that's a brilliant idea. And I'm constantly like thinking of ways of how I can be more of service. So that would be great. I definitely have been wanting to get more into teaching and breaking the cards down and spending some time on the meaning of the individual cards so people can, learn more and everything, and even interpret the reading for themselves. Like, that's a brilliant idea. And I really appreciate you sharing that with me so very much. You definitely, it's in my consideration now for sure. And passive income is my love language. Like, thank you so much, Stan Louise. I appreciate you. The Emperor is Aries energy. I'm so happy. If nothing else, like that comment. Thank you so much. The Emperor is I feel like this is you getting some energy of strength back after a time of weakness. So maybe you guys were sick, or maybe you're sick and tired of things being kind of drab or disappointing or something like that. But it's like feeling down for a while or needing to open up your chest and feeling like back in control here. Okay. You could be a father. I could be speaking to some of my masculine Cancerians, or you could just be in a position of power and authority for my feminines or for everybody here. It could be something like that. We have a lot of fire. So a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, a lot of confidence happening here. It kind of looks like you wanting to get your footing back after something disappointing. And like you do an excellent job, because after the Emperor, you have this King of Flowering Plants. So it's definitely a lot of masculine energy here. But this is the King of Flowering Plants is about confidence, and it's Sagittarius energy. So it's like that fire. How do I explain that? It's like going after what you want and not even being afraid of being told no. Like that's not even a factor. Like this is a closer type of energy, like back to back to back, like closing 100 times a day, driving a nice car, always on the phone, always making a deal, always closing, etc. Like that's the, so it could be a period of your life of disappointment, like ending here, Cancer. And I feel like it's you regaining some form of control after feeling like weak, or maybe like you were like not having control over your circumstances. So that period has come to an end because of the change your tune energy. So you either changed your tune like by consciousness, or maybe you've eliminated people from your circle who were disappointing you in certain ways, or maybe they were always full of the bad news or full of the pessimism, and you were like, I need to change my tune. And so the Emperor shows up. You regain some level of control. Some of you may get some sort of promotion or start a business or do something where you're in a position of power where people are under you having to listen to you. And then the King of Flowering Plants, like this energy is definitely a recipe for building an empire. It's a recipe for being incredibly attractive as well, like on a physical level. Like I see someone with a very fit physique, somebody who dresses well, and you wear clothes that are in alignment with that are figure flattering to your body. Like they complement your physique. You wear certain colors that are good with your complexion, etc. Like you present yourself very well and you take care of yourself very well. This could have come after a period of, like I said, feeling stressed or feeling weak, or feeling like, a lot of bullshit was happening in your life. So you needed to readjust your mind state with the change your tune. And this is what happens when you do that. Okay. So after that, you have the Ace of Potted Trees. So more financial opportunities coming towards you because you decide to change your tune. They have a section for personal development, and people buy courses for like $10 to $20 a course. Like spirituality too, if you wanted to do one for spirituality and meditation. That is so freaking tea. Oh my gosh. Like that is dinner right there. Like, oh my gosh. Like I have so many different things that I could teach, especially like related to spirituality. It could be quantum physics. It could be tarot. It could be astrology. It could be numerology. All of that stuff. I can't even express to you how grateful I am for you sharing this information with me, Stan. I'm speechless because I really appreciate that, and I'll be looking into that after this for sure. Yeah, passive is. I want a big ass t-shirt that's. Well, I should not wear a t-shirt that says passive. No. I should not do that to bring out all the fucking narcissistic tendency people out of the woodworks. On the Calm app, Matthew McConaughey, you did not just type that man's name. I watched a movie with Cancer's like, what the fuck? Can y'all talk about this later? No. Sorry, Cancer, give me 1 second. There's a movie where Matthew McConaughey was this, he was like it's like a Civil War era movie. And, Matthew McConaughey like leads this militia, I think it's called. There's like some slaves and some farmers and all these people that he brings together and some former soldiers, and they like whoop these other soldiers behind so hard that like everyone's talking about them. And I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was literally playing on before I got on to do this live. On the call, Matthew McConaughey narrates a wonder story. You could narrate some stories from 1001 Nights, and that might help people who don't sleep well. Oh my gosh. I feel like you should be my personal assistant because that is genius. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Like, I actually have a little channel, like it only has 4 videos on it, and I make subliminals for like subconscious programming. And so I have done like voiceovers. I've recorded myself doing the affirmations for the subliminal. So like I could totally like record my voice for other reasons. Oh, wow. Wow. Middle Eastern Dubai fan base. That's so freaking dope. Like, you've really like expanded my mind on this one. Like, this is super, super tea. I can't even, I'm going to find you when I make what I make. And yeah, I never forget those who empower me, who are there for me. Like, you might think that's a small thing to leave a comment, but it is tremendous to somebody like me. Thank you so much, like infinitely. I appreciate that. I'm definitely going to get into that. So are you saying on the app, like it's an app that I could narrate on, or you're just using that as an example of what, you know, what Matthew McConaughey does? Right. That is so freaking cool. Yeah. You said that could help build your subliminal fans. That is so freaking profound. I love that. Because that, like, I haven't been creating for that as much. And I do need to set some time aside because that means a lot to me. The subconscious reprogramming means everything to me. Like, that is so the way of the future. Like, and it's still so brand new to so many. But it's really what it probably helped me jump from 500 and something to like over 1,000 in a very short time, just using subliminals and theta waves and different things like that. So I love doing that for others as a service. So yay. Thank you so much, Stan. You're amazing. So Cancer, I'm sure about 5 of y'all have unsubscribed. No, I'm just kidding. If you're still here, thank you so much. But yeah, the Ace of Potted Trees is like financial gains because you are taking your power. You are standing in your authority after a time of maybe like feeling weak or feeling like things were incredibly disappointing. So you obviously did change your tune because the sun is behind the feeling of like disappointment or having to turn your back on situations that were not like pulling their weight is what I feel. I see people around you, Cancer, that just were not pulling their weight. So that becomes dead weight there. So the changing of the tune is advice for you to use or that you've already been applying to your life. Hence the Emperor, the King of Flowering Plants, and the Ace of Potted Trees. This is just a progression of power, authority, of confidence, and of financial gains as well. You also have the Moon reversed, which is one of your cards, and also Pisces. So I just feel like this is a good news coming in. The Moon reversed for me as a reader is my Sun upright card. And here we have 2 luminaries showing up in your reading. This is incredibly auspicious, incredibly powerful. It's shining a light on some things. And I feel like this is the conscious and the subconscious working in conjunction, as Stan and I were discussing. This is you like changing your tune by focusing your attention on what it is you want to grow, and not holding back. With the Strength reverse as the representation of you like going full force with something. And what you stand to gain is this Emperor energy, this King of Flowering Plants, and this Ace of Potted Trees. But this is you, just hold off for just a minute, okay? This is you like really focusing on obviously your confidence, obviously your leadership abilities, obviously on your physical appearance or the way that you are looking great, looking phenomenal and being in great shape. And you are dressing the part is what I really feel here, Cancer, but you're also focused on the part too. It's deeper than just looking like you're a closer. It's being a real closer. is pulling up, like maybe you're going to lease a Porsche or something like that, because when you pull up to your clients, they're seeing as that Porsche is embodying success. It doesn't mean you own it. You know, you may be financially educated, so that would be a liability to you. But if you lease it, you can give it up in a year or however long, and maybe even get a new one. Maybe get a different one and keep switching it up. And you're not obligated to that vehicle, right? But you're presenting yourself in a way that says that person knows what they're talking about. That person is successful. So me working with them is going to get me success here. So it could be something like that, or you're visualizing that for yourself and you're seeing it come to pass here. But I love the sun and the moon, especially the moon reversed, because we're getting away from deception and we're getting away from pessimism, and we're getting more into an expansion of your consciousness and the use of your subconscious mind. This is focusing on happiness, joy, abundance, opulence, prosperity, success, and that being shown to you. Pair the universe, okay? Pair your desired reality. That's just the way electrons work. If you need more of a scientific explanation for that, like electrons are outside of the atom, right? So you can't predict where they're going to spread either. So it's a particle and a wave. So this is much the way that our subconscious is working in our consciousness. So if you're focused on a thought and that thought turns into a feeling, the same thing is happening when you rub a balloon on your hair and your hair stands up and creates static. And then you can put it on the table and any particles on the table will stick to the balloon. That's the same way the electrons work. And that's the same way quantum physics works. So all of these things are expanding in a multitude of directions that are unpredictable. So when you make a choice, there are an infinite number of possibilities that are created in multiple dimensions. Okay, so that, don't mind that if we're not there yet. I get that, but that's what's going on with you, Cancer, whether you realize it or not. Just by focusing on an idea that brings you some sort of joy, that makes you feel some level of control, it is being expanded in multiple directions here. Okay, especially in the form of monetary gains and you being a boss, leader, person, powerhouse of a person here. So your final card is the 8 of Succulents reversed. Okay, so someone from your past could be coming back to make amends with you. I don't really see a whole lot of negative cards indicating that they might not be a good person for you. Just use your discernment as best you can, because you guys are like really on fire right now. There's so much fire in this reading. Make sure this person is on your level. Like, you'll feel it energetically, Cancer, even if you really like care for them, have love for them. There may have been some disappointments in the past that got you to a place of feeling impatient. For some of you, it's your child's mother, and they may not be in a space of growth the way that you are here, okay? For some of you, it could be even your own mother, and she may need $50,000 or something like that. And you know, like, she's probably not going to pay it back. Somebody's mom might pay it back, but it may come off a little bit shady. You'll have to be more discerning than you've ever been in your entire life when it comes to people coming back. For others of you, this is you getting back to yourself. What is yourself? Yourself is a very powerful person who is unleashing their solar plexus energy through means of creativity and closing deals, whatever the hell that means for you in your world. Like, this could be literally or figuratively you closing deals in your life here, Cancer. So you are in a position of power, authority, and control. You look fucking amazing. Okay. You look like you know what you're talking about and know what you're doing. You are creating opportunities for growth and expansion, especially financially. You're getting exquisite, I just heard, news coming in. And you're aware of how you're starting to become aware that your thoughts are electromagnetic. Okay. They work like, I just heard subatomic particles, but I'm sorry if I'm using too much language like that, but it's like, you're starting to kind of understand how this stuff works. Even if you don't have like terms for it, you're like, oh, wow, I focused on a hot dog for 5 minutes and somebody brought hot dogs for everybody at work or something like that. It doesn't have to be, maybe you're vegan, whatever, fill in the blank for whatever else it is. Like, oh, I had my eye on a black pair of shoes and someone sent me a black pair, or they sent me a gift card and I can go get the shoes or whatever. Like, it fill in the blanks, but you're embodying a lot of power in your life, a lot of authority in your life, and a lot of experiences that can translate into financial gains here. Okay, you're on fire, Cancer. This is one of the best readings I've been able to do for you, because you guys have gone through so much, especially in the heart space, with relationships and people taking advantage of your generosity, your kindness. For some of you, maybe it's been you, and this is an aspect of yourself that you're willing to change your tune and outgrow so that you can experience more bliss, more joy, more abundance, and kind of see everything around you for what it is, as opposed to what you thought it was going to be and left room for disappointment here, like it was in its original state. But a lot of development, a lot of growth, Cancer, a lot of transformation here, just because you've simply shifted your mind. This is a prime example of how the law of assumption, the law of attraction, all of those things work, is because you slightly shifted your thinking. Some of you opened your chest, figuratively or literally, and you created space in your life for like very powerful moves here. Okay. And this is something that maybe you've been meaning to do for a very long time, maybe 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, something like that. Maybe since you were 8 years old, something like that. I'm just picking up strong the number 8 due to the 8 of succulents and the strength card. So 88 could mean something to you. 8 is a number of prosperity as well. Cancer. I'm sorry if I called you Taurus. I didn't mean to. Leo is what I meant to say. But anyway, I'm grateful to see messages like this for you guys. Definitely could use a break, but you're giving yourself the break. That's why you're getting the break, is because you're like, no one's going to give me a break but me. I better take it. You took way more than a break. You are taking control of your life, and you look like an example. You look like an example of what to do, what people should be doing. So I hope this is your confirmation that the choices that you're making in your life, they yield tremendous rewards, even if you're experiencing a period of like disappointment or having to turn your back on anything that made you feel weak or less than, or you're just getting your strength back after being sick for a while, or even heartbroken for a few of you. There's not heartbreak in the reading, but that's something that you guys have gone through for a lot of 2024. But I see you guys work really well when you're getting over a person, or that has the potential here to be your reality. So thank you, Cancer. I'm so glad to see messages like this for you. We can get you a spirit oracle as well, since we did that with Virgo. We have ancient knowledge, again, like with the subconscious stuff, with the quantum physics. There's a flame inside your heart, a light that stems from the dawn of time. Ancient love and ancient knowledge are being rekindled. Close your eyes, connect with and feel the loving wisdom you hold. That is literally how you manifest. That is like the ingredients. Let it flow out from your heart and transform your life. Cancer, that sums up this reading. Like, that is what's happening for you. I'm happy to see it. You also got divine will, which I feel like you guys are exercising your divine will. Your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust. That's a big one for you, Cancer. Let go of fear and apprehension, and let go of expecting the worst, which I feel like a lot of you are. By the way that reading turned out, a lot of you are letting that go. You are protected and internally blessed. Have patience. All manifests in perfect timing. You are the embodiment of manifestation right now, Cancer. You also got the flame of love. Again, I feel like some love situation is on its way back to you. Just make sure it's as evolved as you are. Allow the infinite power of love within you to radiate unconditionally in all directions, just like those electrons. Oh my gosh. Yet stand tall in your sense of self and in your own truth. The healing power of love will help you burn through all illusion, and you will discover new possibilities. Oh my gosh. This is a powerful time of transformation. Cancer, ideas and creativity. Oh man, I am so grateful to have delivered these messages to you guys. Like, you should be proud of yourselves. You've come really far and you deserve this stuff. Anna, I'm thinking about Anna right now because she's a Cancer and she usually taps in, but I feel like I got to get my algorithm back right on this app. But Shout out to Anna. She's one of my favorite Cancers. She's just has such beautiful energy, and I'm just grateful to see stuff like this. It's your time. It's really your time, Cancer. So Stan, big fat shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming through with that wonderful, with that gold, with the golden nugget that you just gave me. Thank you so very much. I will always be grateful for you, Stan, for that. Thank you. Are you the one that cash apped me the $30? If you are, thank you. Because someone also, it might have been Steve. It might have been Steve, but anyway, it was a gentleman, and their name started with an S. It was like a month or two ago. Somebody cash apped me after a Capricorn reading, I think, and they said thank you. And I'm just so grateful for that. But even if you're not, okay, that's still just as valuable as cash apping me, is giving me information that can get me to a passive status. So I just want to thank you all so much for being here. Everybody that tapped in, anyone who decided to subscribe, I'm so glad to have you here. You know, your comments, the likes, the shares, just your participation in me sharing what I love to do. I'm grateful. You guys may never understand like how grateful I am to you. But I plan to show you more. So thank you all so very much. I wish you so much love, everybody, all of you. So much light. I'm scheduled to come on tomorrow and do Aries through Virgo tomorrow. Yeah. Or later today. I don't know if it's midnight or not. But anyway, infinite abundance to you guys. I'm proud of you all. No matter where you are on your journey, you deserve love. Don't forget that about yourselves. Okay. Until next time, my beautiful collective, my beautiful Zodiac family, take care.